Before you plant a single seed or transplant anything into your soil, pause for a moment because this one decision can save you months of frustration, wasted money and poor harvests. If you are serious about gardening and want consistent results, this is the foundation you cannot skip. If you are new here on Evergreen Garden, subscribe now and leave a comment telling me what you plan to grow this season, because this channel is about growing smarter, not harder. Now let us get straight into the real work every successful gardener does before planting anything. Gardening success is decided long before seeds touch the soil. Most failed gardens do not fail because of bad seeds or pests. They fail because the gardener planted without understanding their environment. Plants do not adapt to us, we must adapt to them. The first thing you must understand is that every plant has a preferred climate, soil type and growth pattern. Tomatoes grown in cool, waterlogged soil will struggle no matter how expensive the seed was. Spinach planted in intense heat will bolt no matter how much fertilizer you apply. Knowing what grows well in your local conditions is not optional. It is the difference between harvesting and hoping. If you are gardening in a warm tropical or subtropical region, leafy greens prefer partial shade and early morning sun, while fruiting crops like peppers and eggplants thrive in full sun. In cooler regions, sunlight hours matter more than temperature, so planting locations must be chosen carefully to avoid shade from trees and buildings. Your soil is not dirt, and treating it like dirt will cost you. Healthy soil is alive, and if you do not know what is happening below the surface, you are planting blindly. Before planting anything, test your soil texture using the hand test. Take moist soil and squeeze it in your palm. If it forms a tight ball and feels sticky, it is clay-heavy. If it crumbles immediately, it is sandy. If it holds shape but breaks easily when pressed, you have loam, which is ideal. Most vegetables perform best in loamy soil, with good drainage and high organic matter. If your soil is clay-heavy, you must loosen it before planting. Mixing compost at a ratio of 1 part compost to 2 parts. Native soil improves aeration and drainage. For sandy soil, compost is added at a ratio of 1:1 to improve water retention and nutrient holding capacity. Ignoring soil preparation is like building a house on a weak foundation. You may see growth at first, but it will collapse later. Soil pH quietly controls nutrient availability. Even with good soil texture, pH can silently sabotage your garden. Most vegetables prefer a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Outside this range, nutrients exist in the soil but become unavailable to plants. This is why gardeners sometimes fertilize heavily, but still see yellow leaves and weak growth. If your soil is too acidic, adding agricultural lime at a rate of about 200 grams per square meter gradually raises pH. If soil is too alkaline, adding compost, well-rotted manure, or elemental sulfur lowers pH over time. These adjustments should be done weeks before planting, not after plants are already struggling. Sunlight patterns must be observed, not guessed. Before planting, spend a full day observing your garden space. Track where the sun falls in the morning, midday, and afternoon. Many gardeners underestimate how much shade trees, walls, and fences create as the sun moves. Most fruiting vegetables require at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Root crops can tolerate slightly less, while leafy greens can grow with 4 to 6 hours. Planting sun-loving crops in shaded areas leads to tall, weak plants with poor yields. If space is limited, prioritize sunlight for high-value crops like tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers, and place shade-tolerant plants like lettuce and herbs in partially shaded zones. Water management begins before planting, not after. Overwatering and underwatering often come from poor planning rather than poor discipline. Before planting, check how water moves through your soil. Dig a hole about 30 centimeters deep, fill it with water, and observe how long it takes to drain. If water remains after 4 hours, drainage is poor and root rot becomes likely. Raised beds help improve drainage in heavy soils. In sandy soils, mulching immediately after planting reduces evaporation. Organic mulch applied at a thickness of 5 to 7 centimeters helps maintain soil moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Plants should be watered deeply but less frequently. Shallow daily watering encourages weak root systems that fail under stress. Spacing and airflow prevent disease before it starts. Crowded plants compete for light, nutrients, and airflow. Poor airflow creates humid conditions where fungal diseases thrive. Before planting, research mature plant sizes and space accordingly. For example, tomatoes perform best when spaced 45 to 60 centimeters apart, allowing sunlight and air to reach the lower leaves. Lettuce can be spaced 20 to 25 centimeters apart. Ignoring spacing may give you more plants initially, but fewer harvests in the long run. Good spacing is a preventive tool, not wasted space. Timing matters more than speed. Planting too early or too late can ruin a season. Soil temperature matters as much as air temperature. Seeds like beans and maize require soil temperatures above 15 degrees Celsius to germinate properly. Planting them into cold soil leads to rot instead of growth. If unsure, wait one extra week rather than rushing. Strong seedlings planted at the right time outperform early weak starts every time. Crop rotation protects soil and future harvests. Never plant the same crop family in the same spot season after season. This practice invites pests and depletes specific nutrients. Rotate crops by family. After tomatoes, plant legumes. After leafy greens, plant root crops. Legumes fix nitrogen in the soil, benefiting the next crop. This natural cycle reduces fertilizer dependency and keeps soil healthy long-term. Preparing the garden is the real gardening. Planting is the easy part. Preparation is where gardeners are made or broken. When soil is healthy, sunlight is adequate, spacing is correct, and timing is right, plants grow with minimal intervention. When these are ignored, no fertilizer or pesticide can save the season. Gardening rewards patience, observation, and respect for natural systems. The more effort you put in before planting, the less work you do after. If this guide helped you see gardening differently, subscribe to Evergreen Garden for practical, honest gardening knowledge that actually works. Share this video with someone who is about to plant without preparation, and leave a comment telling me what crop you are planting next. Let us grow better gardens together, season after season.